All right, NBA fans. If you've ever wondered how the most legendary coach in basketball breaks the news of a trade to one of his players, then this story about Derrick White and Gregg Popovich is a must-hear. Spoiler alert, it's hilarious, it's casual, and it's totally Popovich. Today we're diving deep into the moment when Derrick White found out he was traded from the San Antonio Spurs to the Boston Celtics, and how Coach Popovich handled it like only he could. You're going to love this behind-the-scenes look at life as an NBA player, with all the drama, humor, and human moments that come with it. Before we get into it, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and drop a comment below telling us your favorite trade news moment in NBA history. Trust me, this one is a classic. Derrick White has been around the NBA block. A 31-year-old veteran now, White recently stepped into the world of podcasting with his new show, White Noise. This is where fans get a genuine peek inside the life of an NBA player, the good, the bad, and the downright funny. One of his first stories? The day he found out he was traded from the Spurs, and how none other than Gregg Popovich, the Spurs' iconic head coach, broke the news to him in the most Popovich way possible. After hearing the news, White says he tried to play it casual, but the trade news hit him hard enough that he ended up grabbing a bottle to take the edge off while he processed everything. He joked that when he finally showed up in Boston to meet his new Celtics teammates, he might have been a little hungover. Hey, can you blame him? Moving teams mid-season or even off-season is stressful, and sometimes you need a moment to digest it all. Derrick White's story isn't just funny. It's a window into the real emotions and realities of NBA trades. For players, trades are life-changing moments. They have to uproot their lives, adapt to new systems, new teammates, and sometimes entirely new cities overnight. And sometimes, the way the news comes down is just as unexpected as the trade itself. It also reminds us how much personality matters. Popovich is one of the greatest coaches in NBA history, not only because of his X's and O's, but also because of his leadership style. Direct, no nonsense, and sometimes with a dry sense of humor that keeps things real. Let's take a moment to reflect on Derrick White's journey. Drafted by the Spurs in 2017, White worked his way up from a promising rookie to a key contributor on a playoff-contending team. Known for his defensive tenacity, playmaking, and clutch shooting, White quickly became a fan favorite in San Antonio. The trade to Boston marked a big shift, moving from the Spurs system to the storied Celtics franchise with its own rich history and big expectations. It was a fresh start, a chance to prove himself on a new stage. For Boston, acquiring Derrick White was a significant move. They brought in a versatile guard who could defend multiple positions and facilitate the offense. White's experience and skill set fit the Celtics' blueprint of toughness and smart basketball. For White, it was an opportunity to join a team with championship aspiration, beat talent, but it also meant adjusting quickly and building chemistry with his new teammates. This story also shines a light on Popovich's unique relationship with his players. He's not just a coach, he's a mentor, a tough love figure, and sometimes a prankster. His straightforward way of communicating can catch players off guard, but it also builds trust and respect. White's tale shows Popovich's humanity, his ability to balance professionalism with humor, and his understanding of how to deliver tough news without crushing spirits. What can we take away from this? First, NBA trades are more than just business transactions. They are deeply personal for the players involved. Second, no matter how much money or fame you have, Being traded is an emotional roller coaster. It's about people, families, and the sudden shifts in life. Finally, leaders like Popovich show us that how you deliver news matters just as much as the news itself. The right tone, timing, and a bit of humor can make even tough conversations easier to bear. So next time you hear about a big NBA trade, remember the story of Derrick White and Gregg Popovich's legendary "we wouldn't fuck you" moment. It's a reminder that behind every headline, there's a human story, one filled with surprise, adjustment, and sometimes a laugh or two. If you enjoyed this inside look into NBA life, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more stories like this. Share this video with your fellow Hoops fans and drop a comment below telling us which NBA trade shocked you the most or made you laugh. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay tuned for more hard-hitting, real, and entertaining NBA content. This is your go-to spot for everything basketball. See you next time.